Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I am super excited but also a little bit nervous as I'm finally able to get Project E2400 on the ice for its first sleepover. For all of you that don't know, Project E2400 is the Eskimo Eskape 2400 series 2-man flipover. Yeah, I'm gonna do a sleepover in that. I have everything all packed up. I'm ready. We're here on the Red River. I decided to stay close because it is supposed to storm tonight. We're supposed to get like 60k winds. It is blowing right now, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to film. I'm gonna try my best so I can give you a little bit of a breakdown on how I've done my modifications to the sled, to the flip over, the diesel heater, how I'm gonna work this all, my setup and whatnot. But yeah, I think I'm just trying to delay not to get out. You probably can't hear it, but oh, she's windy. It's gonna be exciting. I gotta do this all by myself. I might get a little lonely, so thank God I have you guys as company. So yeah, let's get set up. Hopefully we'll be able to get on the fish. If I don't get on the fish, I'll never be able to live this down because we all know Callie's the one that catches a fish. So yeah, let's get this unpacked, get the flip over up. Let's do an overnight in a flip over. See if you guys can hear this. And just a reminder to all you guys, when you head out, especially if you're by yourself, if it's gonna be in weather conditions like this, always let someone know where you're gonna be. Send them a pin. Nowadays with iPhones, anyone can send your location. So send it to, you know, a friend, family member, send it to just some random person. Just let someone know where you are so they can come get you in case something happens. I'm pretty comfortable with my setup. I'm pretty comfortable on how I handle my situation as well. I'm always prepared to spend a couple nights if I absolutely have to, but always be safe. First thing, of course, what we want to do is pick a good spot. I have the Ion G2 that's going to be drilling my hole. Say I have the live scope that I'm going to be putting down. We're going to do a little scoping and hopefully we don't have to do too much moving. A little trick for your overnights as well is when you drill your hole, if you see the water really close to the top of the ice, go to a place that has a little bit more snow coverage. If you can get about 3-4 inches of snow coverage on the bottom, that's going to be a huge help, not only to help soak up the water, but to prevent your feet from getting wet in the middle of the night. Let's see if I can find him for you. Where did he go? Oh, there's one right there. That's a good size. There's one right at the very end down there. But they're coming through. Whew, hopefully we can get set up. So I was going to do 3 holes, but because my bed is going to be there most of the time, I decided just to go with 2, one for the live scope and one for my rod. These are actually just pre-cut mats that I'm going to be using for the floor. It makes a really big difference when you have that template. So put the template down, drill your holes, put up your tent, then you're ready to go. Mark it up. Move the mats so they stay nice and dry. And drill your hole. Like I said, try to keep the snow around. Now hopefully you'll be able to hear me. I'll go this way. These little ramps here, I picked up at Princess Auto. You fit this in, makes it a little bit easier for you to unload your flip over. Not the best way, but it works. Just like that. Now, of course, this is where it gets interesting. Always make sure you peg your flip over down before you flip it up. You may find yourself into some trouble. Here we go. Now for one of the cooler parts, the heater setup. I have this little pipe here that actually attaches to the back of the sled through the hole and clicks right into the corner. I absolutely love it. Flip this up. Next is mats. So this setup takes 9 mats. So they're 2x2 foot, I think they're 1/2-inch tiles. I don't know, the typical floor tiles, but yeah, you need 9 of them. And then you can do whatever floor pattern you guys want with them. And of course, on overnights, from now on, this is what's going to be powering us. Good old Dakota 135, man, this thing's a lifesaver. And of course, one of the big things that's going to be running all my camera gear today, the Dakota 23. I'm so pumped for this. So yeah, welcome everybody to Project E2400, first solo overnight on the ice. I still have the lights and whatnot to set up, but I mean, so far, well, I think we're pretty well set up. All right, so I'll grab this camera and give you a little bit of a view on the inside. Of course, camera gear, live scope. This will switch over to this spot here when the bed goes this way, but yeah. Get my lights all set up, then we're gonna be good to go. I probably could have done 3 holes here. Right now I only have 2, one at the far corner, one over here. And a lot of that's just because when I have the bed set up, I really don't need a hole here. Oh, it came and hit it. Come again. There we go. A little one, but not skunked. And ladies and gentlemen, oh, just soaked me. The good old meathead. I am just absolutely drenched right now. What a meanie. 16, first one of the day. Oh, man, yes. Not skunked. Oh, he came intact. Did you see that? As soon as it dropped. Oh, and it's tied to my other line. I knew it. Tied to my other line. That out. I can go back down that hole. Typical sauger. Yeah, as soon as that minnow hit the ground, that sauger, there's another one down there too. I hope you're going to be able to hear me, but I'm going to get this camera going and I'm going to give you a quick little view of the diesel heater and how I have it all set up. I do have this microphone, which isn't the best in noise, so I don't know how it's going to be when I get outside, but hopefully I'll be able to get that sound off of this one here. So as you can see back here, I have the output of the heat that's going to be down there. I'll just take this down here, you can see that a little bit better. It comes through the sled, comes all the way up, and then out this output here. I have to go probably about 12-16 inches to keep my hand away from it. Otherwise it's super, super hot. And then at the very bottom down there, right where the battery is, that's where the cold air intake is. So basically that's going to suck the cold air out of the tent through to the diesel heater, and then the hot air is going to come out through here. Now I'll go outside and I'll give you a little view of the diesel heater itself. Okay, so of course from here on to the outside here, this pipe is going to be the intake, so this is going to suck the cold air in from the tent, and then it's going to blow the hot air out there. The reason why I have it in a cooler is this way, at least the heat exchanger is going to keep that gas from gelling up, and it works really well. It also keeps it really quiet. I'll just shut that quickly. And don't mind the exhaust on the shovel. That's just to prevent the exhaust from hitting the snow and just creating a mess there. So yeah, that's a pretty easy setup. That cord runs through and goes to my thermostat. This way I can turn it up and down as I need. And so far in here, it's against the outside wall, so it doesn't show natural temperature. It says 14, but I'm in my long sleeve shirt. That's all I'm wearing, and I'm pretty toasty in here. It is about minus 18, minus 20. I'll have to double check and I'll let you guys know in the other film as we're fishing here. But yeah, that's the diesel heater setup, and I'm going to give you a little bit of info as we're going through and as we're going through the night as well. But so far, I love it. So of course, one of the other biggest modifications I've done to the Project E2400 is this. You can go to Princess Auto and get these, I think they're called garage work mats. They fit perfectly through here. It works by itself, but it does give a little bit more padding, which is really nice on those long days. It's starting to get windy. The biggest thing I've done is this, the split bench. A lot of people have asked me about it, and I absolutely love it. Nothing's better than being able to put something down and be able to reach both sides if you need to. I do have a little container underneath each one as well, so everything can be separated. And it's just nice to have everything organized as well. Like lights. For my lights, I use the Otter Pro LED lights. I do use 3 different sets, so I mean it is pretty bright in here. I never run at full tilt. And of course these will be running off the Dakota Lithium 23 amp hour as well. Probably one of the best ways to hook up your lights, just little Velcro strips. Tonight I'm going to be cooking some MREs, or like freeze-dried food or whatever it is. All you have to do is boil water, put it in the bag, and eat it. I've never done one of those before, so that's going to be interesting as well. Can I get this one through the hole without bugging the transducer? Weird. Gill hooked them. Actually, just on the side of the... Got them right here, right in the belly. Must have rubbed up against it. Another sauger. I thought so because he came up real quick. Well, it is just after 6 o'clock. Getting a little hungry, and then I realized I forgot some water. So I'm gonna have to boil some snow. Hey, boiling water, that gets rid of all the impurities, right? Oh, come for an overnight camping, they say. Oh man. It is windy and not very fun. I almost feel like Daniel Stagg out here. Open the door for 1 second. Jeez. Crazy weather. No one else around though. It's gonna be good fishing, I tell you. Oh, home. Oh. One of the most important things for tonight. Put this over here for now. I've been out here for 4 or 5 hours, and I still have 3/4 of a tank of gas, which is awesome. So probably by 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, before I go to bed, I'll probably have to fill it up again, and then should be good for the rest of the night until I'll have to get up in the morning. Whew. Well, like I said before, I got a kettle full of snow. Forgot my water. This is the Red River, so hopefully I don't die. So I've never done these before, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. This one's from the Happy Yak Express, Chili Fiesta. Not a good idea to have on the ice, but that's what I'm looking at. Add 500 milliliters of water, let it sit for 10 minutes, and enjoy. Could be pretty cool. I really want to start getting more into the MREs and stuff like that as well. Something a little bit more simpler, not only just to cook, but to bring. They are a little bit more pricier. We got these at MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op. That's a little bit more pricier over there anyway, but it's also one of my favorite things. Like I say, it's just from Outbound Canadian Tire. I think it was like 12 bucks. Of course, you have to get a propane tank, but yeah, these things actually heat pretty well. They cook pretty quick. With the diesel heat, I'm not nearly as concerned with CO. I still have a CO detector, but whenever you're cooking, that can make a really big difference on your levels as well. So you gotta be really careful on that. I also don't know how much 500 milliliters of water is, because I didn't bring a cup either, so I'm pretty sure I could guess. I'd rather have it a little bit drier than soupy. So yeah, if any of you guys use MREs or these quick meals, feel free to write in the comments below. I think it'd be pretty cool to do a little supper just of these. Now the fun, 500 mil without burning my hand off. I think that's about 500 mil, and that's getting real hot. Hey Siri, start timer for 10 minutes. It smells delicious. This is heavy. Yikes. So if you're paying like 14 bucks for one of these, and it feeds you twice, 7 bucks a meal, that's not terrible. And of course, whatever you take out, you bring back with you. I don't know, what do you guys think? Oh, it's hot. That's pretty darn good. There is so much food in here, you guys. Like, I'll probably be able to eat a quarter of this. As much as it looks like I could probably eat the whole thing, but I definitely would recommend it. I did want to save a little bit of room because I got one more MRE, and that's a fun one. Where is that one? That is gonna be this one here, this Alpine Air Cinnamon Apple Crisp. This one here. That's gonna be for dessert. Wow, that is gonna make my whole place smell phenomenal. Well, that's not horrible. Same thing with this. I don't think I could eat the whole thing because it's pretty sweet, but oh man, that's delicious. Well, it's only 8 o'clock Still lots of night left. Hopefully we can get a couple good ones yet. But what I'm gonna have to do is probably move the live scope from the center here off to that corner, because the bed is gonna sit right here. I made custom rails and everything else for that, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a walkthrough of how I've set everything up and how I built everything as well. So at least the video is not a complete waste. I mean, obviously there's no fish, Callie's not here. That's the reason, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, I'm gonna clean some stuff up, hopefully get everything all set up, and then I'm gonna show you how I do the setup. So now it's time to set up the bed. There's not much to it. When I look underneath here, I did end up having to add this aluminum rail here, which is the only way I could figure out how to attach the bed to this, because I'm not having a full bed all the way through. I actually have an attachment that's gonna build onto this. It's super, super easy. And I think that was the biggest thing when I was doing the design aspect of the sleepover and the flipover, is I wanted to make it something that I can literally just pop in and pop out if needed. So next is the actual bed part. I custom made this. I made about 12 or 13 different styles before I came up with one that I really liked. This was by far the best design. Not only is it small, it's compact, it actually fits underneath this bench and takes up no room. Well, it takes up that much room. So it's super thin, it's super durable, it's made of aluminum so it won't rust, and it's pretty light. So that's all made of aluminum C channel with an L channel at the back. And then of course, all of these wood slats are actually from an IKEA bed. I just went to IKEA and picked up some of their slats there, screwed them all in. That makes the bed. Now on the bottom part here, you're gonna see this puckboard style material. That took me a little while to figure out the height that I need as well. So what I'm gonna have to do first is get the legs on. So I'll turn this around. Same thing, you can buy these from IKEA as well. Just adjustable metal legs. And they do come with plates on them. So you just take this, oh, there we go. Screw this in. Good thing with these is because they're so durable, you can actually tighten them quite a bit. That one there. I don't know if you could even see that, so I'll put it down. And I'll do this one here. Now the thing I like about these legs is not only are they super durable, they also have little adjustments on the bottom here as well. So you can actually unscrew these to level out the bed if the ice or snow isn't level as well. So that's super cool. Once that's all done, now we get to the fun part. This is where my engineering, non-engineering mind came into play. This just goes down and fits right into that aluminum track. And that is it. You can kind of see right here, this actually is flat all the way through. It's a little bit of a bump here, but when you put your mat on here, you're not gonna feel any of that. Now, this actually was made to go all the way down, but now because I have that heater post there, it won't. The good thing with this is still long enough for me to sleep on, so I'm not overly concerned. And it's nice to have a little bit of a backrest here, kind of keeps the cool away. So what I'm gonna have to do now is go and get all my blankets, all my blankets, my pillows, my sleeping mat. We'll get that all warmed up before we put it down, and then yeah, we'll get this all set up as well. So this can be a little bit complicated if you don't know what you're doing. A lot of this is just playing around, so it did take me quite a while to figure out. But if you do ever have any questions, feel free to put a comment below, and I'll definitely see what I can do to help out. I try to answer as many questions as I can, because the whole point of me doing videos is number one, for fun, number two, to help people out, number three, to experience new things. And hey, that's what we're doing. This is the first time actually sleeping on this. I ended up having a little bit of a nap in the garage on it just to see, and it worked out really well. So yeah, I'm gonna go get the bedding from the truck. We'll put it on and I'll show you how that goes. So of course, when you're doing your setup, this is all personal preference, what you like. I bring a couple pillows, my big sleeping bag from the same one I use on my 650, and a sleeping pad. By far, I think the sleeping pad is more pivotal than people think. These things can make a world of difference on your overnights as well. So I'm gonna let this warm up a little bit. I'm gonna blow this all up. I'm gonna put her down and I'll show you how this all works. So this fits all the way down. I have a little bit of room on the back. I might be able to get a full view for you guys as well. I probably have about this much room. Right now I did have this mat here as well. This usually I can lift up, push this a little bit further back, and it's gonna give me a little bit more room on there. Put my sleeping bag down, put my 2 pillows, and that's it. This is gonna be my bed. It's pretty comfy. It'll probably fit someone that's about 6 feet. Anyone that's taller than that's going to be a little bit tougher because of course the distance, but yeah, this is super, super comfy. I'm pretty excited for it. And like I said, the good thing with this is this little heater thing, turn it down like this, it's going to blow right over here. It's going to keep me very, very warm. I'll never have to worry about the cold again. And of course, once I get into this mode, that means the boots got to come off and the slippers got to go on. All right, so I'll see if I have enough lens on here to be able to show you. But yeah, that is going to be the setup. It's pretty easy to see. I have the bed here. It goes all the way. I have that little space there. Goes down. I have my spot to fish. Diesel heater up there. Jacket storage. And then of course underneath these seats, the good thing with this is I actually still have room to access all my stuff underneath that bench as well. So that's super cool. Other than that, this is my 2-man FLIPOVER Project E2400 sleepover setup. Bed goes this way. Nice and comfy, lots of room. I have access to my rod. I have access to the lights just in case. And that is how you do a sleepover in a 2-man FLIPOVer. Man, I'm gonna get used to this. I don't know what it is about overnights, but I have to admit, it does something to a person. I think the biggest thing is being able to get out of the house, just sit outside. I'm not really sitting outside, I'm sitting pretty much in an ice house-ish type thing, but yeah, it is so nice to be able to do this. Now if I can get that dang fish on that right side to come in for once. Oh, it has it. Not by a lot though. Dang it, I can feel it doesn't have it. Oh, never mind. Got it. It's a small one, and it literally swam right outside the hole. Outside the hole, and back in you go. Yeah. As I was lifting up, it literally just swam right outside the hole. Well guys, it is about 20 to 12. I'm actually getting a little bit tired now, so I think I'm gonna lay down for a bit. I'm gonna keep the screen on. I'm gonna turn the live scope cam off. Maybe Callie is the only one that can catch fish. Wow. It is crazy, crazy windy and stormy outside. I don't know if I'll be able to get a good look at it. It's still pretty early in the morning. It is about 5:30 in the morning, and it's supposed to get worse. I don't like to wuss out, and I like to hold out as much as I can, but then again, that would not be me sticking true to my word where I always say, make sure you feel comfortable, make sure you feel safe on the ice. I don't feel too bad. This actually isn't all that much different than being on Big Windy, but the biggest thing is I'm by myself, and I don't know how many trucks are going to be coming out. I don't want to get too drifted in here, so yeah, I think I'm going to start packing stuff up and getting ready for a move just in case I absolutely have to, but yeah, if you can see it on the camera, it's pretty crazy here. I actually have my truck parked back here, and it wasn't bad, but I had a lot of wind pushing against this side, so I moved it there, and it seems to really rattle the wind up. So yeah, I'm gonna have the camera turned off for now until I get all this bedding stuff packed up. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys all so much for watching. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it. It's not going to be the last time. So make sure you guys stay safe out there. Make sure you let someone know where you are and when you're coming back. And until we catch you again, keep it real.